It is that time again. Time to celebrate young men on Guam in the Mr. Guam competition coming up next week. I'll be talking to 3 of the young men who are going to be competing and the organizer here on Something to Talk About. Well, welcome to Kings and welcome to Something to Talk About. I'm a lucky girl today because I'm sitting with 3 great guys here, part of the Mr. Guam. They're all contestants for Mr. Guam. I want to introduce you to 26-year-old Terrence De Leon Guerrero. Hello there. And this is Jaron Guerrero. He's 25 years old. And then this is Keone Justalana with the good eyelashes. See, this is what really gets me mad about guys. You guys have like really good hair and really good eyelashes, and women, like, take that down. Okay. See, women would spend like tons of money for that. And he just like whips it around. They don't think you're a girl, are they? Because you have great eyelashes too. Did they go, oh, your daughter's so sweet? They didn't say that about your hair or anything?
I've actually gotten that.
Yeah.
And I was...
Because you're beautiful. I mean, you're pretty and beautiful and masculine.
Like my mom.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, he's pretty, he's beautiful, he's also very masculine. So we definitely know that you're a man.
Yes.
Yes. And we also know that you guys are all vying against each other for the Mr. Guam title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I love it.
Well, you guys, I mean, I've always been really curious about these. You know, I know why women join contests, and a lot of times when they do these things, beauty pageants and the like, a lot of what it's been transformed into is they're, getting scholarships now to go to college and that sort of thing, or it catapults their career into something else. What are the benefits, and we'll start with you, Terrence, what's the benefit of running for Mr. Guam for you?
The benefit, I mean, on the personal level, for me, it takes me out of my comfort zone. Usually I'm a very quiet person, and I socialize with my friends, but as far as making new friends, I don't really go out of my way to do that. But for me, this helped me like make new friends like these guys, and I get to go to events and meet new people. So on a personal level, that's what it's got going for me.
Helps you bust out of your shell a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Every man at like 26 years old, finding your way through, right, navigating through life, and you're finding little things about yourself that that could be improved.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And then Jaron, tell me your story. Why do you want to be Mr. Guam?
I think for me, it's almost the same as Terrence. It's a great way to meet people, and also I just love what Mr. Guam's about. It's all about charity and doing, things to help people out, and that's always what I've been about growing up as a kid. And that's what a lot of my family knows before too, is always being that guy that steps out of, goes out of my way to be able to help people that are in need.
Okay. Yeah. How about you, Keone?
Well, for me, I saw it as a platform to try and push something that I've been very passionate about for years. So one of them is cultural revival. I've been very involved with the TASA organization since like 2010. What we do is we promote like cultural voyaging and canoe carving and hut building and stuff like that. And then beyond that, I also am promoting street culture in I guess an event that anyone in street culture would usually ignore. But for me, it was finding the opportunity to find another platform to do what we've been trying to do for so long, and maybe
through like the arts. You mean through like the arts?
Yes.
Yeah. What's street culture? That sounds like homeless to me.
Well, it's more like fashion, music, street art. Like you would see a lot of street artists that.
It's like street art graffiti.
No.
Okay,
no.
let's just make
Like
that clear, because that's not what you're not tagging.
The style of paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So is this art you're talking about all like cultural art though? Or does
No,
it depend?
It's like urban.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. But it's also trying to depict the culture. Is that part of it, or is it just whatever design comes to
It's
is
whatever
your mind
comes to them.
as an artist? All right. Are you guys into that at all? Is that part of your thing?
Actually, that's one of my side hobbies is painting. I use a spray paint canvas.
Oh, no kidding.
My canvas is usually just big pieces of plywood.
So where do you display them?
I actually just do it in my.
Just for your own.
Yeah, I got a bunch of paintings in my room.
Oh wow, that's
Just
good.
never. I'm still a little too shy to put it out there.
Yeah.
Though a lot of my family's saying I should.
Yeah.
But it's just for something just to look at for right now.
Yeah. What is your hobby? Do you have anything going up for you, Terrence? Is there something that you like to do?
I do. I love to go diving. I like to go.
Like free diving?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Free diving.
You have to have like really good lungs,
Yeah,
like lung capacity, don't you?
I don't actually. I actually have. I'm a little bit asthmatic when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I can hold my breath to 60 feet.
Oh wow. And down to 60 feet by coming back up.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that you can
Going
actually
down
get back
is
in.
a different story.
Yeah, exactly. Do you catch though?
No, I don't.
You
I'm
just-
just getting into spearfishing.
Oh,
actually.
okay. Yeah. There's like a really big community of people who do that, like down at the PD bomb holes in that area. Is that like the best place to free dive?
Yes, yeah, PD bomb holes, Gun Beach. There's a lot of spots. Yeah, there's a lot of spots. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of like people when they go fishing, they go like to the east side of the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean they go way past the reef.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the good fish are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do have to be fit, though. I mean, for all of your sports, really, your hobbies, you do have to have, and then of course to be a contestant in Mr. Guam, you have to be fit. You have a regimen that you follow right now. Let me just go ahead and tell me about it while I prepare our French fries. Go ahead. You guys can't eat this, right? Just checking. All right. So go ahead. No, you'll try.
Keep staring at it.
Like
Trying to
girls.
ruin their diets.
Well, actually, you should be hoping your competition wants to whack into that. Go ahead, boys. Yeah, Darren. Who's the
I
who?
just came from Japan, so I had a
no.
lot of.
Oh, you had a lot of rice. Oh, well, we brought you fruit, Mr. Japan. There you go. All right. Okay. Whatever. They're gonna. You watch this
French
plate will be
fry.
gone during
Having
the.
a French fry.
Tell me about your workout regimen. I mean, it's important because your physique is important to the contest, and you really are in competition with the other guy's body, right? Okay. So, you want to go ahead and tell me about that, John?
Well, I work out 6 days.
I'll eat one with you. Is it hot?
No.
Are you choking? Is it too much fat? What's going on? What's going on?
I
You haven't
like
had
showing
fries?
my mouth when I'm chewing.
Okay, that's okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I work out 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
I always rest on Sundays. I usually work out either in the morning or when I get off from work, just like after 8 o'clock. But I am also training for the Guam bodybuilding show that's coming up in 2017. So that's why.
So you have more incentive to other things, yeah.
So I've just doing the Mr. Guam and just was like, hey, I think I'm competition ready, so I also just do this, and this is also keeping me in track to make sure that I stay ready for the bodybuilding show.
So you have like a special diet that you follow too?
Yeah, right now I do.
What are you eating? Like
Right
brown
now,
rice and
it's a
salmon?
lot of protein bars.
That's from my producer. That's from my producer Josh. Who's
Actually, yeah, and it's crazy because I actually work up in the meat department over at Anderson Commissary.
oh cool.
And so we cut fresh meat, fresh fish, and we're just, I get to pick at it every now and then.
Yeah. You get to eat the raw meat, you mean?
No, not the,
Oh, okay.
no.
It's
Not
like-
the beef.
I was gonna say, does Anderson let you barbecue in the back of the
It's crazy
commissary?
'cause sometimes we have poke at work and stuff like that, or just salmon and wasabi. So,
Oh.
so it's helping me stay on diet too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then I'm also training to be a certified personal trainer at the same time. So,
All right.
yeah, fitness.
So you're totally into the
Yes,
fitness
yes.
thing. That's your
I'm
thing.
actually in partnership with Tribe Guam, if you've ever heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the coaches there.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah, fitness has just been a big part of my life.
That's all you've always been in. Okay. How about you, Keone?
Mine isn't as crazy as theirs, to be honest. Majority of the times that I work out, it's mostly like in the middle of the day because that's my breaks between classes. And then the rest of my day is usually filled up with going to rehearsal or having to go to work. So it's like having to find the time. But
Is it important, though, in this competition to be on stage and to kind of be buff? Or is your natural island boy physique enough to be attractive to the judges, maybe?
well, I guess yeah, being buff does really help. Like Honestly,
Sorry, I didn't mean to shame you into anything.
I
Okay,
understand. I get this a lot.
okay. I wasn't calling you a weakling. I was just asking. Okay. He's all right. Day. Okay. No, but the being buff is okay, but having a natural muscle tone that isn't necessarily built up is fine too.
Like my muscle tone isn't natural at all. I used to work out a lot more than I do now,
Mm.
or especially when I was in high school and playing football, or when I was wrestling, like in the States. I was working out all the time, like for
Yeah.
off season, getting ready for the season. So I was working out a lot, and then I just built the muscle tone, and then.
And it
coming
stayed.
back-
And it stayed.
Yeah, it
well,
kind of stuck, and now
yeah.
I'm just maintaining it. So
Okay.
I hope I look good.
Well, you look good with shirt on. I don't know about that. Okay. Tell me about your story there, Terrence. Are you a natural bodybuilder, or you have been in sports? What's your fitness regimen?
No, I'm actually not that athletic.
Except for when I'm diving in 60 feet of water. Yeah.
No, in high school I didn't play any sports. I was
Yeah.
a nerd.
You were a nerd? Aw. Now look at you now. I bet you nobody's making fun of you now. What do you guys expect to get out of it? Just real quickly. What you can go around if you want to. What do you expect to get out of this contest? Aside from the trip to, compete in the larger contest, but competition. Is there anything personal that you are looking forward to?
I think it's at the end of the day, for a lot of us, and I think I can speak for all three of us here, is just to have that exposure and that backup, to represent our island. You know what I mean? Because, the traveling part is fun, but when you know that you have the love and support of almost your whole island, then that's just what makes everything much more meaningful.
Okay.
Like for me,
Island
it was
pride.
also that exposure and to be able to use this platform to do
Yeah.
like what I said earlier, just
Yeah.
trying to push like the island culture and the street culture and the subcultures that don't usually get to speak out.
Island pride for you too, Terrence.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I want to be able to, travel and, see some Guam people and, they recognize me, right?
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome.
Well, I tell you, impressive young men. Thank you so much. You guys are all very friendly, and you're all very good looking, and you all are built very well. And I think that it's going to be a pretty tight competition, don't you think? I haven't seen the other guys, but so far, if this is a sample of it, congratulations on entering, and we look forward to seeing you. Where can you get the tickets, by the way?
You can get them at Bestsellers
Okay.
and King's Restaurants.
And the event is coming up on.
September 28th, that's next week, Thursday.
All right, and it's at the Sheraton. Okay. All right. We're going to come up next, talk to Jay Dak and I, one of the organizers, because around the Mr. Guam competition is a nonprofit organization that's going to be a recipient of the proceeds. We'll be right back on Something to Talk About. Welcome back to Something to Talk About. Now we're with Jay Dak and I. You're one of the organizers or founders of the competition.
I'm one of the organizers.
Okay. How did it start though, Mr. Guam, the competition?
Well, it started back in 2015, and when Louis put this together.
We're talking about Louis Montanola, by the way, who's too shy to get on the camera, but he's over here. Louis, we're saying hello to you, and you have to we'll turn the camera around to see you. He's too shy to get on, but anyway, so it was one of the ideas of,
it was his idea, and definitely he's like, how can we put men on stage, and he decided, why don't we put them on stage and put these men to inspire the men of tomorrow. It's also to showcase their dedication, their hard work. And show the different and diverse lifestyles of living in Guam.
Yeah, I mean, this is an age group of guys like from their Keone here is 19 years old, and then Terrence is like 26 years old. That's a large range of men, yeah?
Yes, so it's between 17 and 30.
Oh,
17
okay.
and 30, so
Have you had anybody who is 30?
You know what,
I wonder if anybody...
Probably first year, I think the closest was 29.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, over the couple of years that you guys have been doing this, you've showcased a lot of, like you said, diverse men who came from almost every contestant that I've interviewed in the past couple of years have all been vastly different from the other. Yeah. And some of these guys weren't even raised on Guam, but they're locals.
Yes.
Yeah. So you get a lot of that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And and we do have our reigning Mr. Guam. I mean, he is definitely from Guam, but then he's been away for such quite a period because of school or college. He joined the military.
Right.
But he is local. He's born here.
Yeah.
But just hasn't been here, growing up.
Yeah. What I was also impressed by is that a lot of these young men they're employed. You know what I mean? They're thriving. They're making a living. They're contributing to the community. So you're also getting a good, solid base of young, productive men that are also coming in to represent Guam.
Yes, and and also seeing them, throughout rehearsals, just to see it's pretty much it's time management that they have to build, because they do have their jobs that they have to do on their daily lives, and seeing their dedication and being able to manage their time from rehearsals to work to whatever it is that they do outside of that.
Are you going to be offering up any of the proceeds? I know that there's a nonprofit organization that you guys have chosen to partner with.
Yes, part of our proceeds benefit the First Lady of Guam's Regalo Foundation. And to those who don't know what the Regalo Foundation is, they have a threefold mission. Which is to build homes for the island's foster children. To strengthen the economy of sports tourism and building much needed bus stops for the island.
Yeah, and they've been doing that for the past few years. The First Lady's been a part of it. Now, when the winner of this competition will then go on to represent Guam in a larger competition. So is this a franchise, or is that you're looping into?
Basically, what we do loop into is we will be able to send the top 5 winners. So of course the Mr. Guam winner will represent the bigger pageant, which is normally held in Manila, which is Man of the World, which we just sent Jake Lemtiaco. He just came back a couple months ago. Forget what month that was, but he actually placed top 3.
Oh, did he?
So
good for him.
We actually are being put on the map, especially being for male pageants being new, to the island. We also sent him to Mr. Universal Ambassador, which is held over in Thailand, and then we have Mr. International Ambassador, which is held in China.
Okay.
So those are 3 bigger countries.
Yeah.
And the experience that they have and that they will gain, will be amazing for them.
Well, I mean, the 3 that I just talked to, Terrence, Jaron, and Keone, were all talking about you just putting Guam on the map, and at least to be up on a stage where they're representing Guam, and then they can pitch Guam, and they can make friends who've never heard of Guam. That's, I think, a big experience for a young man to have the opportunity to do that, on a world stage.
Yes.
Yeah, and so with the fact that Jake Lemtiaco has made the top 3, certainly fulfills that goal, right?
Yes, definitely. And then now these guys have shoes to fill.
Yeah, shoes to fill. Exactly.
We eventually want to be number 1, right?
Yeah, right. Hey, there's no
Or
way
the
that you
crowned
do.
winner.
Yeah. But there's a lot. I mean, it's like you said, it's an investment in time and it's an investment in expense, because this is not anything that's an inexpensive venture. These young men have to, go to the gym, and they've got to present themselves, and they have to have fashion in mind. Are they diamonds in the rough when you get them like that, or do you get these experienced competitors who know exactly what they're doing?
I would have to say they're diamonds in the rough, and because we want them to be paragons, to be able to represent our island, to make sure that they showcase our island, and we always instill it in their head that you are not. If we do send you out, right? And then their goals are great.
That's for you. So
when we do send them out, you know, I try to instill in their heads, you know, you are not J-Dak, and I'm no longer J-Dak, and if we send you to an international pageant, it's you are now Guam, you know, so you have to be able to fulfill those kind of shoes and be able to represent, you know, our island.
Yeah. Well, it's the competition is this coming Thursday. Can you tell me what the structure of the competition is? What are the different categories that they'll be judged on?
They're going to be judged in 4 different categories. You're going to be judged in jeans.
Jeans?
Yes. Well, that's a division.
So jeans with or without shirt?
Without a shirt.
Jeans without shirt. Good category. All right.
And then you have native costume. You know, and then you have your evening wear, and then question and answers.
Oh, so there is going to be a test of their mental.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, so
Competence.
that will be the last portion.
Okay.
You know, from the 12 contestants, we're going to bring it down to the top 8, and then once we bring it down to the top 8 contestants, the top 8 will have the question and answers.
Okay. So are they nervous? Like you've been training with them for a while. Are they nervous? But you get them like this. I mean, like for Terrence, he was saying, this is an experience where he wanted to get over a certain mold that he was in. You know, and for somebody to recognize that there might be this part of his personality that might be keeping him back from advancing, it's a pretty big step for somebody who's been an introvert pretty much,
Yes.
right, all of their lives, or considers himself a nerd, wanting to get in front of a spotlight with people judging you.
You know, but I'll tell you, we had a few that was just pretty much was like a hermit. You know, his reason of joining the pageant was to get out of his comfort zone, and a lot of it is that's the reason. But from the time that they join into the end, you're like a totally different person.
Wow.
You know? Like
So you see.
It's like you see the change.
Oh, that must be pretty cool to see somebody
It is.
actually develop into something that they wanted to develop into. All right. Well, the Sheraton's it's a pretty big room, so you're accommodating a lot of people.
About 500.
It's pretty. I mean, it's a very popular competition, and I remember the last time there were a lot of people. I mean, the room was
Yes,
packed.
I've always said that.
It's a great opportunity for you to support Regalo Foundation. Great opportunity for you to support these young men that are like taking the stage in the spotlight to do their thing. We get the tickets at King's.
You get the tickets at both King's locations, both King's and Harmon, and then of course bestsellers at the Micronesian Mall, also at the Guam Premium Outlet, as well of course at the door.
Okay.
It's
The day of the event
yes, the day of the
on
event at the
Thursday.
door, and from any of the contestants or committee members.
Okay. And it starts at what time?
It starts at 7:30. Doors open at 6 o'clock.
Okay. So it's like first come, first serve on the seating, right? It's
Yes.
not reserved. All right.
Yes.
So you better get on in there. Jay, thanks, buddy.
No,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
so much,
You are
Patty.
so welcome. It's my pleasure. That was really tough, as you can see. Food and beautiful men. Hate my job. Have a nice evening. We'll see you next time.